to the premiere episode of TETV's Game Night. Woo, 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 woo. We are so grateful to have you join us tonight for our very first show. We wanted to make a show here on TETV that's just all about having fun, making ourselves laugh, and maybe learn something new too. So get ready for a fun night full of trivia and games, all about themed entertainment, from theme parks, watersides, food, past and present, and everything you could think of. We are your hosts for tonight's game night. I am RJ. I am a former theme park producer with a love for trivia, extra love for theme park food, and an even more love for useless facts that you can bring up at your next TEA mixer.
And I'm Kelsey. I'm an environmental graphic designer with arguably too many dad jokes and an obsession with the bizarre.
So let's explain a little bit about how the show is going to work today. Kelsey and I have invited some guests that worked in the themed entertainment industry. Those guests will be our contestants, and they will be competing for points. And at the end of the night, we will declare the winner of Game Night. So during the show, you, the audience, will be able to play along too. All right, so let's bring on our contestants for our first episode of TETV Game Night. Please welcome our first ever contestant. He is the co-creator of Themed Experience Television and Big Break Foundation. He's gone from operating attractions to creating them all around the world, and he's ready to create some chaos here tonight. It's none other than Patrick Kling. Hi, Patrick.
Hi, everybody. I'm so happy to be here. This is really one of those moments of my life where it's going to be marked. I'm never going to forget it. The first inaugural show. Many thanks for putting this together. I'm excited, and I have no idea what to expect. Absolutely no idea. Andy and I have gone completely cold on this, so I'm really excited to be here. I'm a big theme park nerd, so Andy, you better be ready.
And for our second contestant, he is a composer, media producer, and the founder of Pachinko Media. He is the other half of creating Themed Experience Television and is the co-host of the Untitled Themed Entertainment Design Show, and he is ready to give Patrick a run for his money today. It is Andy Garfield. Hi, Andy.
RJ, how's it going? Kelsey, I'm so excited to be here. Like Patrick, I have no idea what to expect today. Very excited. Very excited.
Thank you so much for being here tonight, and let's get on with the games. Kelsey, go ahead and introduce our first game to our contestants.
Our first game is called Does This Exist? We will describe a themed experience, and you have to tell us whether it really exists or not, and get a point for each correct answer. It is a true or false style game, so contestants, please show us the objects you've chosen to represent your true and your false answers.
Absolutely. All right, so first up, this is Kermit the Frog. You may recognize him from many movies. This is a baby version of him. He is my real. This is gonna be my real. I'm gonna hold this up when he's real. I love Muppets. That's all I got to say. Muppets fix everything. Big shout out to Arthur for his getting Muppets into the park. And then my not real or false attraction is my Euro Disney license plate cover. I was like a very young kid. I loved Disney, and my parental units at the time went to Euro Disney, and they brought this back for me. And I have like a flag. I think those are all gone, but I managed to keep this Euro Disney license plate. I could not tell you how long it was called Euro Disney for, but so this is actually pretty special that it exists. It's been a little mangled, but it's doing pretty awesome shape for being 30 years old.
I almost chose Kermit because I have a Kermit puppet back there you can see.
Oh yeah, there he is.
And I have that license plate cover too. So my real object is this foam hatchet that was a gift from the director of the movie Hatchet, film that I scored back in 2007. And my fake object is the Thea Award Lego model made by Keith Kaminsky for so that they knew how many clear Legos to buy for the Legoland Award at the 19 Theas.
As a 50th birthday celebration of the popular and pink fashion icon Barbie, Mattel commissioned a life-size Barbie dream house. As soon as you walk into this Malibu residence, you will be face to face with 2 giant pink poodles, a genuine Andy Warhol portrait of Barbie, and a chandelier made of blonde hair. Even without being an avid doll collector yourself, this mansion will entice anyone lucky enough to see it. Although, don't forget to use the bathroom before you arrive. Barbie doesn't really have a need for one of those. Does the Barbie dream house exist?
Well, here's the funny thing. Andy and I, we both went to this place together.
Oh.
So the fact that, this is even a question is quite remarkable. That was our first date, right, Andy?
Yes.
How romantic. Well, as I'm sure both of you guys know, it does exist. Designer Jonathan Adler was commissioned by Mattel to decorate the sleek mansion, which took over 6 months of planning. The fall of the department store Sears means more than just losing one more place to buy your socks. It also means many of the lost and found stations at shopping malls, which were known to be housed in the local Sears, have been removed. And where do these lost and found items go to find a new home? Well, to the Museum of Misplaced Objects, of course. This themed experience takes you through decades of lost items found in shopping malls. You can experience the evolution of the pager to the cell phone, and even the evolution of the sneaker. For you'd be surprised how many people will leave the mall with just one shoe on. Does the Museum of Misplaced Objects exist?
Man, if it doesn't, it should. That sounds amazing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say probably no.
Yeah, I think probably not. But Andy, I think we have a side business ready to go here with the.
Yeah, right.
You are both correct. It does not exist.
That's great. I don't know who came up with that, but that's hilarious.
Yeah.
After finding success with their candy brand, Bon Bon decided to open an amusement park called Bon Bon Land. While it opened with a small candy factory, a cinema, and a shop, what theme park would be complete without a roller coaster themed around a farting dog? That's right, the Hunderprutter Rutscherbahn is a popular attraction based on the company's candy, Hunderprutter, or dog farts. As one passes through the kennel and past the pile of dog feces, the visitor can be clouded in the sounds of farting creatures. Does the dog fart themed coaster exist?
That sounds like such a Dutch thing.
Yeah, it's too weird to not exist. I'm gonna have.
I think I'm gonna have to agree with Patrick and say that it's real.
Do you want to try to guess where it is for an extra point?
Continent or I was just gonna say Asia, but I I don't know anything other than that.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it's Dutch.
All right, I'll go something different. I'm gonna say it's I'm gonna say Germany.
The theme park was an immediate success with children over the years. Many rides and attractions have been added. Despite the adult-oriented contents and toilet humor throughout, Bon Bon Land is one of Denmark's most popular children's parks. As of 2008, it was the 8th most popular tourist attraction in Denmark.
Wait, you said what country is it? Dutch. It's like, no, that's...
No. Yeah, I should have said Holland. I'm sorry.
No, but we know you meant.
Over 350 pounds eat for free. While you may already not want to eat at a location that has an illnesses and deaths section to their Wikipedia page, the Heart Attack Grill can give you plenty more reasons to avoid their establishment for your own health's sake. Visitors dons in hospital gowns and treated as patients, order off of menus themed around items that are exceptionally high in calories and fat, foods that, if consumed regularly, greatly increase the chance of having a heart attack. Oh, and don't worry if you've forgotten your cigarettes at home. They've got you covered. Does the Heart Attack Grill exist?
It absolutely does. I've been there.
Yeah.
And what's fun is they have a big like a big industrial scale that you stand on when you walk in. Like in the reception area is a giant scale.
Well, I was going to say, actually, this was RJ at our first date. So, I mean, this is really quite the location. No, but yes, I've seen this on the travel. It's been featured in shows, and in America today, it's not a shock. Denmark has the dog fart. You have the no healthcare and health problems. It's great.
A heart attack grill, yeah.
We like to take risks in America. It does exist. Located in Las Vegas, the Heart Attack Grill serves up burgers ranging from 8 ounces to 32 ounces of beef, butterfat milkshakes, and fries cooked in pure lard.
Don't tempt me with a good time now.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, the fries cooked in lard are fully amazing because it reminded me of the McDonald's fries before they switched over to vegetable oil.
Andy, whenever me and you get to Vegas, we'll have to go there.
Absolutely.
Yeah, well, it's our final resting place.
I'm so tempted to go, but I'm worried I'll just immediately projectile vomit. Anime is taking over, and people are desperate to immerse themselves in their favorite animated worlds. With this in mind, 2 gym owners fought for the rights to their favorite anime works and combined their 2 passions to create the Anime Fitness Center. The Anime Fitness Center creates a safe and playful space where members can work up a sweat and be trained by their favorite famous fighters. You'll also find members watching their favorite episodes while on the treadmill, taking group classes inspired by the worlds they've come to love, and raving at projected anime stage shows sure to wow the crowd. There's something for every anime fan at the Anime Fitness Center. Does this center exist?
So, a couple of things. I probably would have said yes, it exists until you said stage shows, and that's just too expensive. So, because here in Los Angeles, there are sci-fi fantasy nerd gyms where you go and they're like D&D themed and fantasy themed, like Lord of the Rings, and like all the workouts have like themes to like fantasy movies. But unfortunately, I'm gonna have to say no.
As soon as they said they were able to license the brands, I'm like, no, there's no way that somebody worked for Nickelodeon for several years. I'm like, no, there's no metrics in that are going to work out in their favor.
See, Patrick had his trigger and I had my trigger. Yeah. He's like, no licensing. I'm like, stage shows are too expensive.
That really was the nail in the coffin, but I feel very confident that does not exist.
Well, thank you for all of your notes. We'll make sure to work on it next time. It does not exist.
Yeah, I know. We know the loopholes that we have to really watch out for.
If your children are getting tired of timetable sheets and lesson plans, why not visit Mission Math, a theme park dedicated to mathematics and problem solving. Here you can interact with math in immersive ways. Instead of multiple choice questions, why not search for the answers in real life? Forget looking to see how long a wait is for a ride and figure out the queuing theory yourself. Does Mission Math exist?
I don't know, a whole theme park about math? I'm going to say no.
All right. Mission Math. You said it was You said it was a theme park, or was it more of a location-based experience?
Well, theme park is a general term.
Yeah, it's not big. It's your question. It's not like the size of Disneyland, but dedicated to math. So.
See, that's what I was imagining. See, now you're making. See, I probably can't rescind my.
Well, I'm gonna go real on this one.
Andy.
If I can change my answer, I'm going to, because I was thinking 150-acre math theme park, and I'm like, pass. But if it's like the size of a Crayola experience, sure.
Yeah,
that's true.
Well, if it did exist, it wouldn't be very big, and it does not.
Oh, I should have changed my answer.
I totally fault-checked you on that one. I totally did. No, it sounded like it could be possible. It could be possible, and you know what? I would go there. So great job on that. Love and all that.
I should have stuck with my gut.
Yeah,
that's what I think when you said Crayola experience, I was like, yeah, I totally could see that now. It's something that could easily be, just any fair.
I was like, hey kids, want to go to the math land?
Yeah.
No.
Figuring out the queuing theory would be very easy because no one would be in line.
Right.
Yeah. There's no wait.
Yeah, what's the THRC on this? And nobody knows.
Well, RJ, how did our contestants do this round?
Well, it looks like we've come out of that fun round with a tie. Both Patrick and Andy have 5 points. This next round is going to be a buzz-in style game. It's celebrity trivia. So good luck. Good luck, you two. Here's the first one. How old was Steve Martin when he started working at Disneyland? Oh, Patrick.
I'm gonna say 14.
You are wrong. Andy, would you like to steal it?
I think he was 19.
He was 10.
What?
He first sold guidebooks at the gate and then souvenir spinning lassos in Frontierland.
Wow, I didn't know that.
He worked there from 1955 to 1958. So times have changed.
But then he also worked at the magic shop, like as an adult though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wow.
And he also worked at Knott's Berry Farm at 18. So he was
Steve
probably
Martin's
just in the area.
Steve Martin's just doing all the California theme park.
Okay, the only reason why I said 14 was because that's like the labor law now in California. It's 14. I should have knew it was like they didn't have labor laws. It was just like get out of the factory.
It was truly the Wild West back when Disneyland first opened.
Child labor.
He was in Frontierland, so
There you go.
perfect
There you go.
fit.
All right, question number 2. Which former president was present at the Disneyland opening? Oh, Patrick.
Ronald Reagan.
Ronald Reagan, who was the governor of California at the time?
No, he wasn't even the governor. He was just a TV host.
Yeah, he was.
Oh,
He was an
He
actor.
was just a host.
Hey, Ronald Reagan, how are you doing? Yeah,
Yeah.
How the hell are you?
Yeah, or something like that. Yeah. Andy, you didn't know that?
I did, but I was thinking of actual like a president who was a former president at the time.
Right.
Not-
Okay. Yeah, I was worried they're like, no, it's wrong. But yeah,
So I'm
no.
thinking like Herbert Hoover. Oh.
Teddy Roosevelt.
All right, here's your next question. The Broadway actor Taye Diggs was a dancer at which Asian theme park in 1995? Patrick?
I mean, only Asian theme park that I would know that was operating at the time would have been like Tokyo Disneyland.
Tokyo Disneyland, you are right.
Okay.
You got it.
Woo! Yeah.
All right. Here's your next question. Christopher Walken appears in what former Universal Studios Orlando attraction based on the 1974 film Earthquake? Oh, Patrick.
It's called Earthquake.
I thought it was called Disaster. Isn't it called Disaster?
It was. Well, that was before it was Earthquake. Then it was called Disaster.
Well, here you go. This is a freebie question. I know. You can tell that like Gen Zers wrote this question.
No,
Yeah, it
because
was like, I'm like Earthquake.
I should have just stopped. I know. I should have just stopped with Universal Studios Orlando attraction.
That was my initial guess. Was going to be Earthquake. So
Okay. All right. Well, we'll give you both a point for that since you knew Earthquake.
I accept.
he gets the point for doing nothing. Perfect. That's
Yeah. A participation.
No, you were.
We raised our object at the same time.
Not.
Yeah, that takes a lot of coordination.
Yeah, totally.
Especially for someone our age, right?
Yeah. Very accurate.
All right, here's your next question. Which famous Canadian singer, until recently, owned a mansion in Florida that, from multiple sources, has been called a water park? Andy.
Celine Dion.
Celine Dion.
You got it.
Correct.
That was first off. I had not seen her around town,
She's not walking around.
but I did not know for sure. So I don't know if you're deducting points for wrong answers. I did not know for sure. But when you say Canadian singer, I'm like, all right, that's basically it. It's either Robin Schulz or it's gonna be Celine Dion.
All right, here's your next question. Which amusement park did Kelly Clarkson perform in before American Idol? Oh, Patrick.
I'm gonna say Universal Orlando, like USF.
No, that is not it.
Kermit
Do
says
you
I'm
want to
right.
make do you want to make an educated guess? Yeah.
I'm going to say Universal Studios Hollywood.
No, it is Six Flags Over Texas.
Oh, wow.
See, the clue was amusement park.
Yeah, that's true.
I didn't hear that. Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
The Six Flags Over Texas is the only other Six Flags park that I've been to besides Magic Mountain.
Did you see Kelly Clarkson there?
Yeah,
I
did
did
you
not.
ever see it? All right, here's your next question. At which theme park was Jimmy Fallon the singer of an original song at the end of its tram tour?
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, Patrick.
This,
I mean,
Studios Hollywood.
yeah, I was about to be like, oh, is there another tram tour anywhere? I'm like, not really.
Okay, so hold on. First off, there's Disneyland Studios Paris, and there's also Hollywood Studios used to have one, and I'm sure there's a couple knockoff ones out in the world too. So
I was just on the tram tour last week, and they didn't play the song. I was really sad.
I'm heartbroken that they took away that song, because sometimes there's things that are so beautifully annoying that, like, I bet the next time I go to Universal, I'm just going to describe everything as tramtastic so the legacy can live on.
I think you could describe anything as tramtastic if you want to.
What type of bird broke Fabio's nose at an amusement park once? Yes, Andy.
A seagull.
No, not a seagull.
Oh.
okay.
Patrick, would you like to make a guess?
Oh, now I'm going between.
Just think of the worst birds. Just the most...
Yeah, I think it's pigeon, but I think it's pigeon. No,
It is not. It is a goose. It is truly the worst type of. I mean, yeah.
I would argue that pelicans are the worst.
Yeah, I mean, they're all bad.
For some reason, I was like thinking sparrow, but that doesn't make any sense. So I was like, no.
Here at TETV, we hate birds.
We hate birds.
Yeah, there's your promo clip. You know, we hate birds.
The actress Gina Torres from Suits makes her theme park debut in the pre-show for what Epcot attraction? Yes, Patrick.
Mission Space.
It is Mission Space. Famously, Gina Torres replaced Gary Sinise as the Capcom over at Mission Space. She also was a guest at Meghan Markle's wedding because they were both in Suits. Yeah.
Lieutenant Dan, as I've referred to him.
Yes, by his given name, Lieutenant Dan.
And I have it on very good authority too that he was very, very drunk during that shoot.
Okay, here's your last question. It's going to be a gimme. Which was the first Disney attraction that Patrick Warburton's voice can be heard on? Yes.
That's definitely going to be Soarin' over California.
There you go, Soarin' over
Correct.
California.
Or then Soarin' over the Star Wars. Yeah, Adventure Continues on Star Wars. He's in the queue for that as well.
Nice work, pal.
Yes, yeah. Nice work, pal. Kelsey, how did the score settle after round 2?
After that round, Patrick has 11 points, while Andy has 7. Don't worry, we have one more round to decide our first TETV Game Night winner. For our final round, we are going to play one last ride. Our contestants have been each told to research certain infamous attractions for a mysterious purpose. Patrick, can you please tell us what attraction you've brought to the show?
Superstar Limo.
Superstar Limo was an opening day attraction at Disney's California Adventure that was originally going to be a high-speed escape from the paparazzi. Unfortunately, the beloved Princess Diana died in similar circumstances a few years before opening. Rushed and radical changes were made to the attraction, thus resulting in one of Disney's most cursed attractions ever. No amount of visual gags or celebrity caricatures could save this dark ride. And Andy, what ill-fated ride have you brought with us today?
The Fast and Furious attraction at Universal Studios Orlando.
Of course, family is the most important thing on this ride. Universal Studios Orlando had a dream of opening a standalone Fast and Furious themed attraction. Due to budgeting, the Orlando park decided to use the existing 3D and 360 experience that was already present in their Hollywood Parks tram tour. With a less than savory ride vehicle and odd animation, guests to this day are blown away with confusion. Today, our guests are tasked to defend these attractions in under 1 minute. The stakes are high, as these could be the last attractions on Earth.
Yes, picture it. It is 2024. Bob Chapek has been elected the President of the United States in a landslide victory after his acquisitions of all popular streaming services were successful in order to create Disney Globe. His first executive order reflects his tumultuous relationship with theme parks, as all themed experiences and amusement parks are banned. Andy, Patrick, you represent the LTEV, the League of Themed Experience Voters, and you are making your final statements to the Supreme Court today to keep one and only one attraction in operation. Kelsey and I will assign points based on 3 factors: persuasiveness, passion, and pizzazz as the Supreme Court justices for today. Okay, so we are going to throw 60 seconds on the clock. All right, Andy, your time starts now.
Your honors, I bring to the table today the defense of the classic attraction Fast and Furious at Universal Studios Orlando, which is one of the finest examples of incredibly technically engineered custom ride vehicles and precision lighting design. The Musion effects featured in Fast and Furious are so technically complex that it took no less than 3 lighting designers and 10 video technicians 6 months to calibrate each scene that you see the Musion effect in. Not to mention the fact that it has one of the world's largest curved projection screens, and I think 20 projectors, laser projectors, that cost $20,000 each, which is hard to believe. But, you know, I don't think we can lose this technological marvel by any stretch. It would be terrible. A disaster.
Thank you, Andy. Wow, he really came for the technical specs.
Well, we can't speak to the content of the attraction, so.
Just think about, how technically amazing it is.
I want to just comment that I love that attraction, and, you know, Q's really cool, and the multiple pre-shows, you know, you always get a good laugh at that. That tunnel in the very beginning where you're like going down an alleyway, it really feels like you're going down an alleyway, and I think that's very impressive. That was a really great effect, and I have an appreciation for a lot of the elements of that attraction.
Yeah, but not the creative content, though.
Universal, I'm available, by the way. I just want to make sure.
All right, Patrick, your time starts now.
All right, Superstar Limo was the first dark ride at California Adventure. Now, this is what I want to say. This ride is all about Hollywood. Everybody in the entire world loves Hollywood. They love their favorite celebrities, all right? That is a huge aspirational thing that people want to do. Everyone wants to say, hey, I'm going to go to LA to go to Hollywood. But this isn't a dark ride. It's already brought to you. It's condensed down. You see hilarious vignettes. You see all sorts of actors, celebrities, all that kind of good stuff. And this attraction is easily updatable, okay? Look, right now it's 2021. Sure. Maybe we don't want to have Tim Allen over there at the helm of this attraction. But there are plenty of other actors right now that would kill it to be on this attraction. This attraction has on-ride video as you're going along, which is pretty revolutionary for that time. It also has really fantastic ride vehicles that were so amazing, they repurposed them. So we know they're good. And there's so many fun gags in that, a lot of puns, and I'm out of time.
You're out of time, Patrick. You're out of time, but not out of fire. I can see that.
Not out of fire.
RJ, I'll have you say your first thoughts. Let's start off with Andy's performance.
Well, okay, I think persuasiveness, I will definitely give Andy the point for persuasiveness. I definitely think him bringing up the technical specs of the attraction, wasn't even thinking about that. We're always thinking about, like, you know, the content. You're right, but it is a feat. Like, that giant screen, curved screen, is a feat of its own. So I will give him a persuasive point. Will you?
Well,
should we?
Am I able to address that?
There's no.
You don't get to cross-examine.
Yeah, so there's no cross-examination. It's the Supreme Court, girl.
One sentence. If everyone's doing their job right, you don't need to worry about the technical aspects of an attraction. It just is like magic. All right. I will not rebuttal anything.
Do you think, Kelsey, that Patrick should also get the point for persuasiveness? What do you think?
Well, I don't really appreciate taking jabs at other people's answers, so I think I'm gonna have to give persuasiveness to Andy. We don't typically think about all the technical side that goes into these attractions, so heavily highlighting that I think was a very smart way to go.
Yes, and knowing President Bob Chapek, he wouldn't want to just lose all that investment. It's a lot of money.
In our new media world, big screens.
Yes, absolutely. Big screens. We want screens. Oh my God. All right. For passion, though, who should get the point for passion?
I really appreciated Patrick's passion. You could almost feel that he was on that attraction. He was giving us his own Hollywood tour. So I'm going to give it to him.
Yeah, he was really giving us like a ride-through almost, an audio ride-through.
It was visceral.
It was very visceral. All right, but who is getting the point for pizzazz? Was there an X factor in either of their debates that we feel we should reward?
This is a hard one.
I know, it is a hard one.
Everyone did such a good job.
I know. I feel like I would give the X factor for me was Andy actually saying $20,000 per projector. Like that is a move to say, like, here are the numbers.
Also, my background is better too, so.
What do you think, Kelsey? Do you think Andy should get the pizzazz?
Well, we are both in control of our own pizzazz point. So you can give your pizzazz point to Andy, and I can give mine to Patrick, because I do like how Patrick talks about how much you can change everything. And with something so technologically advanced for the time that depends on that technology, that can be a little bit hard to deal with Fast and Furious Supercharged. So I might give my pizzazz point to Patrick if you want to give yours to Andy.
Great. So at the end of that, Andy is getting 3 points overall. Patrick is also getting 3 points, which means our total is Patrick wins with 14 points. Congratulations. You have won one last ride and technically, both of you did very well in your last ride, but since Patrick is the overall winner of the game, we will be reviving and saving Superstar Limo as one last ride.
I want to just say something that I was sincere with everything I said. This attraction, Superstar Limo, I went on it at least 50 times, and I think it got a bad due. I think that early park was a little rough around a lot of, like, they were experimenting. That's a lot of burden to put on one ride of being the only dark ride in that place. And I think that I never was like, oh, I wish I was going through here faster and was getting, chased by I mean, it's something. I mean, it was very campy, really wacky, and there were just some fun celebrities walking around. And I don't know. I think that there is room in this world for a Superstar Limo.
Oh, well... In this world, it is the only thing that's...
And just so we cover all of our bases, Disney, please hire all of us as well. We love you equally as Universal. So we have open schedules. Congratulations, Patrick, on being our first winner of TETV Game Night. You won a winner's portrait that you cannot see right now, but we are putting on screen. Look at how
wow!
Oh my gosh!
Look at that!
That's so nice. Do that! Oh my gosh!
Amazing!
Thank you all for joining us for TETV's inaugural episode of Game Night. Special thanks to our team who made this show possible. Our writer, Daisy Rudin, our co-producers, Julia Bryson and Christine Grasso. We've been your hosts, Kelsey
and RJ. Thank you again for watching, and don't forget, The next time you're at a theme park, take notes because it might just be a question on Game Night. Goodbye, everyone.
Bye, everybody.